Dear students, welcome to today's English class. Today we have a grammar lesson. That's from Class 7 English Coursebook Unit 1, Section 2, A Christmas Carol. Let's use grammar, phrases and clauses. Examine the group of words in a corner. It makes sense but not complete sense. Such a group of words which make sense is called a phrase. In the following sentences, the group of words underlined are phrases. The sun rises in the east. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. There came a giant to my door. It was a sunset of great beauty. The tops of the mountains were covered with snow. Show me how to do it. A phrase is a small group of words without a finite verb that together have a particular meaning and that typically form part of a sentence. Right to equality, over 50 years ago, and on the first day of my school are phrases. A phrase is a group of words without a subject-verb component, used as a single part of speech. Examples: best friend. This phrase acts as a noun. Needing help. This phrase acts as an adjective. With the blue shirt. This prepositional phrase acts as an adjective. For 20 days. This prepositional phrase acts as an adverb. Examine the group of words underlined in the following sentences. He has a chain of gold. He has a chain which is made of gold. We can understand the first group of words of gold as a phrase. The second group of words, unlike the phrase of gold, contains a subject which and a predicate, is called a clause. In the following sentences, the groups of words underlined are clauses. People who pay their debts are trusted. We cannot start while it is raining. A clause is a group of words containing a subject and verb and forms a sentence or part of a sentence. An independent clause is a simple sentence. It can stand on its own. Examples: she is hungry. I am feeling very well today. We often meet Kailash Satyarthi. Look at these sentences. We often meet Kailash Satyarthi because we love his work. We can divide this sentence into we often meet Kailash Satyarthi and because we love his work. We often meet Kailash Satyarthi is the main clause there. The main clause or independent clause can stand on its own and usually makes complete sense. Because we love his work is a subordinate or dependent clause. A subordinate clause depends for its sense on the main clause and cannot stand on its own. A subordinate clause can do the work of a noun, an adjective, or an adverb. A subordinate clause cannot stand on its own. It needs a main clause to complete a sentence. Subordinate clauses often begin with such words as though, since, if, when, and because. Examples are here. Subordinate or dependent clauses, main or independent clause. Whoever is hungry, let him come and eat. Although she is hungry, she will give him some of her food. Because I am feeling well, I will go for an outing today. Whatever they decide, I will agree to. Types of subordinate clause. A subordinate clause can act as an adjective, a noun, or an adverb in a sentence. There are three types of subordinate clause depending upon its function in a sentence: noun clause, adverb clause, adjective clause. Noun clause. A subordinate clause which acts as a noun in a sentence is called a noun clause. It usually starts with words such as that, what, whatever, who, whom, whoever, whomever. It acts exactly like a noun in a sentence. It can work as a noun either at the place of a subject or an object. Examples: whatever we study increases our knowledge. Noun as a subject. What you eat determines your body size. Noun as a subject. I buy whatever I need. Noun as an object. Now I realized what you had thought. Noun as an object. Adjective clause. A subordinate clause which acts as an adjective in a sentence is called an adjective clause. Like an adjective, it modifies, add information to a noun or pronoun in the sentence. An adjective clause mostly starts with relative pronouns such as that, who, whom, whose, which, or whose. Examples: I saw a child who was crying. Modifies noun child. He hates the people who waste time. Modifies noun people. I watched a movie which amused me a lot. Modifies noun movie. The car which I like consumes less fuel. Modifies noun car. The building where he lives consists of many apartments. Modifies noun building. Adverb clause. A subordinate clause which acts as an adverb in a sentence is called an adverb clause. Like an adverb, it modifies a verb, an adjective clause, or another adverb clause in the sentence. It modifies, add information to, a verb, action, of the main clause in terms of time, frequency, that is how often, condition, cause and effect, and intensity, that is extent. It mostly uses the following subordinating conjunctions: time, when, whenever, since, until, before, after, while, as, by the time, as soon as. Cause and effect. Because, since, now that, as long as, so that. Contrast. Although, even, whereas, while, though. Condition. If, unless, only if, whether or not, even if, providing or provided that, in case. Examples. Call me when you need my help. Modifies verb call. Unless you avoid sugar, you can't lose weight. Modifies verb lose weight. The patient had died before the doctor reached. Modifies the verb die. You live a happy life as long as you think positively. Modifies the verb live. I worked in a factory while I was living in London. Modifies verb work. You can succeed in life provided that you are sincere to your work. Modifies verb succeed. Study the following. Decide which is a phrase and which is a clause. A wonderful holiday. A completely selfless person. When we went to school, as soon as we woke up, in the apartment block, what they experienced, a time to study, happy Diwali, learned to work together, congratulated the winning captain. This activity is from our workbook, page numbers 9 and 10. Dear students, you try to do this activity in your workbook. I will be sending the answer key to you. Then we will find out how far we were able to find out phrases and clauses. Thank you. Until we meet in the next online class, take care.